Are you still playing with those?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, it looks pathetic. A grown man, an excellent doctor, just wasting away.
I'm researching tongue depressors. Now just think how many used ones get thrown away every day.
Ben, let's go home.
It's only 2:30. We're open till 5.
No one would miss us if we left early. You haven't had a patient all day, just like yesterday.
Well, thanks for reminding me. I'd forgotten.
This isn't good for you, Ben.
It is getting to me, Lori. But I won't give up. Carpenter just makes me so mad.
Let's go home then, Ben, please.
What's there to do at home?
Oh, so the honeymoon's over, huh?
You know what I mean.
All I know is that this office is getting to be a real drag. You're fighting a losing battle, Ben, so why don't you just move out like Carpenter wants?
Listen, what Carpenter wants and what he gets are two entirely different matters.
Hey, I'm on your side, remember?
You don't sound like it.
Well, you don't sound so great either, yelling like that.
Sorry, honey.
This fight is really tearing you apart.
I'm fine, really, I am.
Yeah, right. No patience, just wasting your time here while you could be working with Dr. Greeley, harboring bitterness against Carpenter. Ben, you're losing your self-respect.
Oh, so now you're a psychoanalyst, huh? You're beginning to sound like Mitch and Alex, my own wife.
Listen, you have no reason to be talking to me like this. You're upset with Carpenter and you're yelling at me. Listen, I think you really better think about all this. And while you do, I'll be at home.
Lori!
Send him on in. Hey, Charles. Hey, those old people ever get moved out?
Yesterday.
Oh,
There's
good.
still one old man left. You know, Webster, I get impatient when I want results. That's why I'm here. Now, that hearing is only 4 days away, and I want a report now.
You know, Charles, when you get all bent out of shape like that, you get kind of pale. Now, what you need to do, because that's a sign of a weak heart, is to sit down over there, take off your coat, relax, and have a drink.
Don't try and soft soap me. We're in danger of losing everything for the Hollister Square Holding Corporation because of some obstinate quack, and you want to start happy hour.
Oh, Charles.
Exactly what action have you taken against Martin since you and I talked last?
Well, I went to see Redland right after that. He suggested we come to some kind of a settlement with
A
Martin.
settlement?
That was my reaction just exactly.
Well, what did you say to him?
I didn't say anything to him. I told him, well, I asked him when the hearing was. I think he kind of got the message.
Webster, we lose this hearing, we lose everything. Now, if Martin won't go quietly, we've got to find another way. Now, surely you can come up with another legal loophole, something.
Something medicinal?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Something thorough, something really effective, something that Dr. Martin would not have any remedy for?
Dr. Martin, what about the Office of Planning and Development?
No, they couldn't lay a hand on us.
You're talking in riddles. Now, what is the point?
Well, see, Dr. Martin might not want to move out, but we could just sort of maybe convince him a little bit by using a little creative flair. Huh?
Better make sure that Flair doesn't come back to haunt us.
Hey, what do you think I've been spending the last 2 days doing?
I'm sorry to call again, but still no sign of him. Okay. No, I'm really sorry, but I've got to find out where he is. Well, he was supposed to have been home 2 hours ago. No, he would have called, I'm sure of it. Yeah, okay, Betsy. Thank you. Oh, please, Lord. No. Don't. Please, Jesus. He's all I have left of Scott, please. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Hey, pretty lady, what are you doing home?
Young man, where have you been? Where have you been, Peter?
I was working a couple hours overtime. I thought we could use it. Ma, you crying?
Why didn't you call?
Oh, I was gonna. I thought you'd be at work by now. Mom. Hey. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be so upset.
Oh, Peter, I love you. But please don't ever do anything like this again. I called all over town for you. I called Gordy and Lori, and I called the hospital, and I even called your job, and they didn't even know where you were.
You called my job? Oh, Mom, not the job.
I stayed home from work because I didn't know what happened to you.
Mom, I've been late before.
And you always call.
No, I don't. Oh, I'll never live this down.
What?
Mom, I'm almost 18.
So, I'm your mother. You could at least phone me.
Oh, look, just please don't ever call my job, okay? I promise you I'll call if I'm ever going to be late, all right? Promise.
You better.
Yeah, come on in.
Hey, Mr. Webster.
Norman, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming by on such short notice.
You phoned me yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, well, you're a busy man from what I hear. You got a lot of responsibilities.
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah, look, why don't, come on over here. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Look, can I get you a drink of scotch? It's late. We can sit down and relax.
No, thanks. I appreciate it, though.
Yeah. Just testing. Good reflexes.
Yeah, well, I just assumed we get on with the business you wanted to talk to me about.
Sure. Look, I just want to let you know that Mr. Slaymaker and myself are real pleased with the way you handled your little assignment at Savings and Loan. And I have another client who's willing to pay you handsomely for another little assignment. This is night work. Something has to be done immediately.
Uh-huh. And just who might this client of yours be? Anybody I know?
I guess it's no secret that I've been doing a little work with Mr. Charles Carpenter on Hollister Mall.
Charles Carpenter, I see. And just what is this night work you're referring to?
Now, there's a certain set of offices that has to be, shall we say, removed. Now, Mr. Carpenter can't get along with his endeavors until this set of offices is permanently expunged, if you know what I mean. Now, this has to be done right away.
Are you saying you want me to actually
What I'm saying,
go and-
Norman, is that I want this handled as expeditiously as possible. In fact, sooner the better.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Hey, you haven't even heard what you're going to get paid for it yet.
The money, Mr. Webster, it's just, well, I'm not interested.
Look, I was
Look,
told
any
that-
jobs I do now are strictly for Mr. Slaymaker. No one else. Too many loose ends, too many hassles. Doing work for everybody, anybody.
This is something that I have to
However,
get done right
however,
away.
I do think that I can find a reliable replacement for myself with no trouble at all.
Well, that would be acceptable.
4 feet. Strictly business, but you know, there is what's called a finder's fee charged for these kinds of things.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with finder's fees. How much is it you want?
Well, let's see. Well, I think maybe 500 would be just fine. And then if you like my reference, well, you can call on me again.
400,
475.
450.
Deal. I'll bring them by tomorrow night, about the same time.
Good, good, good.
And who knows? I might take you up on that scotch.
This is strictly between Nancy and me.
You're so selfish, and you always have been. And I'm the one that suffered because of it.
All you care about is you.
I hate you, and in fact, I wish you were dead.
Are you okay? Or are you into one of these mind travel games? Could I get you something?
To me, no.
How about I get you one last drink? My name's Ted.
Ted. Teddy bear. That's kind of cute. Oh, you are kind of cute, aren't you?
Noticed. You aren't too bad looking yourself. Of course, you know that, don't you?
I know. What'd you say your name was again?
Ted. And yours?
I'm the Wicked Witch.
Mrs. Davidson? No, no one's here right now except me. I could... Oh, all right. Right. I'll page him right away. Dr. Greeley, please report to OR. Dr. Greeley to OR.
In a minute, Terry, in a minute.
Alex, I don't know which is worse, you or Peter.
I'm sorry, but I was standing right here before you started paging me.
You were? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I heard your son gave you quite a scare last night.
Oh, it was awful, Alex.
How long was he gone?
Well, that's not the point. He was supposed to have called me. He was 2 hours late.
Only 2 hours? Oh, Terry, that doesn't
Look,
seem...
Alex, let's not talk about it anymore, okay? You're needed in OR.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, hi, Ben. Look, I'm doing OR. Take care of the lady, will you?
I don't need it. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Oh, fine, thanks. They keeping you busy today?
Well, somewhat. Listen, I talked with Mitch yesterday about Nancy's suit against the family, and he said he had talked to her lawyer today.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Mrs. Davidson? Hold on a minute, please. Ben, I'm busy right now. Could you come back a little later?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
I know. I will give the message to him, and whenever he is back, yes, sir, I'll be glad to do that. But thank you for calling. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll give this right. Yeah. Try that one more time. Okay.
Another cup?
Hi, Norman. This is really a surprise. I really can't even believe you'd find me every... Daddy was fumigating the office, and I thought at least he'd give me a half a day off or something. But no. Harold had to volunteer his office, and here we are, right here in bed. Oh, Norman, these are beautiful. Thank you very much. Can you really have... How did you get a hold of
No
something
questions.
like
Now, I told you I got a new job. Nice hours, my own expense account, and a limo.
A limo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, my, you are really moving up in the world, aren't you? Let me put these in a vase. A little water in them. We'll do this right. They are beautiful. I'll
Now,
be
take
right
your
back.
time. They're fresh.
They're beautiful, too. I love them. Norman, you have made my day.
Well, how'd you like to make my day, huh?
Norman, I'm at work. And besides, Daddy might come in any minute.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, this is quite an operation your father's into, you know? He's doing real well.
Yeah, I know, but look at this. He leaves me with all these loose ends all over the place, expects me to tie them all up. It's a challenge, as they say.
Yeah, well, your dad must have had experience with developments like this before.
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. But, you know, Daddy, whatever he's done, he's succeeded. Well, no matter what.
Yeah, well, at least he's always bounced right back, huh?
Yeah.
Well, when did this thing get off the ground, anyway?
Guess it was about 3 months ago.
And the mall, Hollister Mall. It's still not yet under construction, is it?
I don't know. There seem to be some problems with it. I don't know what they are exactly, but these applications, they're coming in all the time and going out all the time. And then the phone, of course, Daddy was kind enough to have all these rotten calls transferred over here to Webster's office. The phone's been ringing off the hook. Oh, well, I don't know why it's not ringing now, but it...
Will.
What?
Nothing. Hey, why don't I give you a call tomorrow, huh? Maybe you can take a break from work and go for a spin in the limo. I'll be talking to you.
Hollister Mall.
Yeah, what is it?
Mr. Dunbar is here to see you, sir.
Send him on in, please. Well, now, isn't this a switch?
Please, let's just get to the point. My client wants this thing handled in this manner, so...
Well, offhand, I'd say that Miss Davidson's a sensible woman. Of course, we haven't come to any final decisions on
We
that
are
yet.
prepared to offer your client a very generous out-of-court settlement.
Yeah, what do you propose?
Mrs. Davidson will give Miss Lawson a quarter of Nora's estate, provided she moves out of the house.
Yeah? What about the lawsuit against the family? What would she expect to get out of that?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Now, come on now, Dunbar. Now, my client has suffered a great deal of mental anguish.
I seriously doubt that.
Now, look, the family, Miss Davidson, they've all got securities, investments to fall back on. Now, my client doesn't have anything. We were expecting a sizable sum from the family lawsuit alone, not to mention at least 3/4 of Nora's estate.
What?
That's right. Now, the other quarter would be a nice, tidy little sum for Miss Davidson to tuck away somewhere in case any emergencies, things like that.
Absolutely ridiculous. We have nothing to discuss.
Well, Mr. Dunbar, we haven't even begun to negotiate yet.
I said we have nothing to discuss. Blasted swindler.
You fixed it, didn't you? Oh, Peter, when are you going to learn?
Peter's gonna be fine.
Well, I know he'll be careful, but what about the drunken loonies on the road? Maybe we should have kept him at home with us.
Terry, I love him too, but be reasonable. Peter's almost a man. You've got to let him go sometime.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You're a man.
Look, we warned him, we prayed about it, and we've got to trust God to take care of it.
I know, but Scott, I can't help
No
it.
buts. Now, let's just change the subject. The weather, us,
My weather forecast was turning gloomy, wasn't it?
just a little. But you're still my cloud with a silver lining, my rainbow after the storm.
Rainbows and storms. A lot of both. Yeah.
Terry, are you home?
Scott? Scott?
Hi, Terry.
It's you. Hello.
Terry, what's the matter?